I want to start off by thanking everyone that's here and welcome you to the grand reopening of Memorial Park. We could do better than that. So, this park holds a special place in San Leandro history. First dedicated in 1938 to honor veterans, expanded in 1970s, and now nearly a century later, renewed as our city's first all-ability park and playground. Let's give a round of applause for that, please. Thank you. I want to acknowledge the effort of the community. This project has been years in the making. It was shaped by community voices, supported by our Recreation and Parks Department and Commission, guided by Public Works and Engineering, and built through the partnership of designers, contractors, and dedicated city staff. Memorial Park reflects what makes San Leandro strong, honoring our past while building an inclusive future. At the heart of this effort is a commitment to quality of life, equity, and belonging. Values championed by our city leadership. It is now my honor to introduce our mayor, Juan Gonzalez, who will share a few words as we celebrate this milestone together.
Well, good afternoon. What an amazing day to celebrate and remember and give thanks for this beautiful transformation of our beloved Memorial Park. Let me hear you celebrate. Louder! That's the way we love it in San Leandro. Nicely done. It's important that we recognize that there were many hands that made this project happen. I do want to recognize some of our elected officials that are here today. We've got Assemblymember Liz Ortega in the front row. Ebony Dior from her team as well. You can wave. We've got Vice Mayor Bowen here in the front row. Councilmember Azevedo as well. Councilmember Aguilar, I don't think has made it yet. Councilmember Simon, please wave. Councilmember Bolt as well. Thank you, council members. We've got from the San Leandro Unified School District, we have trustee and board president Leo Sheridan. From the Alameda County Alameda County Veterans Affairs Community Commission, we've got Omar Farmer. Where are you, Omar? There you are. Thank you, Omar, for being here. We've got Orlando board member Mimi Dean. We've got Lena Tam, Supervisor Lena Tam's Representative Ryan Hughes. We also know that there's a number of former electeds that are present who were instrumental in making this happen. We've got former Councilmember Karina Lopez, former Councilmember Deborah Cox. We've got our former Mayor Pauline Cutter in the house. Did I miss any electeds? Pete Blue, where are you, Pete? I know you were here earlier. Pete Blue, former elected. We also have commissioners, park and recreation commissioners, Karen Klein, Jasmine Moore, Carrie Fang, and James Mays. Thank you for being here. Where's our city manager? Where are you, Janelle Cameron? There you are, wave. He's in charge of the whole ship, making sure that it goes in the right direction. So thank you, City Manager Cameron. There are so many staff, and we'll have an opportunity to thank staff a little bit later. And we're going to go one by one and thanking people. Let me just say a few remarks about the history of this park. For those of you that don't know, this is one of our most historic open spaces in San Leandro, established in 1938 to honor our veterans. And it was expanded in the 70s. With some additions to the building as well. And for over a decade, it has served generations of families, including my own. Today, we honor the park's legacy and step forward into a brighter future, expanding what we offer here in the San Leandro. Because you see, this project is more than a ribbon cutting. And I'm getting some feedback, so if you don't mind taking down the level just a little. So what you see, what we have here is more than a ribbon cutting. It's a celebration of what it means to be truly inclusive here in the city of San Leandro. Because we open our first All Abilities Park in our city. It's a place where children of all abilities can play. It's a place where parents and caregivers, grandparents, everyone can gather without barriers. It's where we laugh. It's where movement happens and imagination. All of that is not limited by physical design, but rather the actual design encourages all of those things. You know, as city government, our primary mission is very simple. Our mission is to improve the quality of life of residents in the city of San Leandro. This park is an important component of that because parks are foundational to delivering on that promise. Because parks equitably improve health, physical health, mental health, and they provide a space equitably, free of charge, where people can gather to celebrate, play, and just sometimes rest. That's how parks, they strengthen the fabric of our community and the tapestry of our neighborhoods. And so that's exactly why I have started this little 5-minute challenge that you might see on social media, asking residents to take 5 minutes to get off the couch, away from the kitchen table, away from televisions, and away from phones, to get outdoors, to drive a healthier San Leandro. And so I encourage you, if you have an interest in promoting that message, 5 minutes to get outside, see me afterwards, and we can record a little short social media video. But coming back to this specific project. The work began on this project in 2019 with the preliminary design work when Memorial Park was identified for Prop 68 funding. And we held 5 different community listening sessions. And the features that you see here at the park are specifically reflecting the input of the community. The Recreation and Parks Department also layered on some additional input, and the Public Works Engineering Division drew it up so that that dream could become a reality. And so to be clear, this is a park that was built with the community for the community. For those of you that are interested in dollars and cents, it's in my script, so I got to tell you, the park cost about $5.5 million, with about $2.8 million coming from the State Park and Recreation Fund, $2.5 million coming from our own general fund capital improvement plan, and about $230,000 coming from the state per capita grant. And once all those funding pieces were in place, the construction began in 2024. But what's really most important is September 2025, today, we have finished this project right on schedule and right on budget. You know what? It's really good to take time to celebrate, remember, and to give thanks. I'd like to close our remembrance with a special story about a child who used to live quite close to this park. As a paraplegic, that child could come here, but could not participate actively with others that were playing. Unable to fully engage, left watching. For some involved in the delivery of this park, that young child's isolation served as a constant reminder of the work that we need to do in order to be better. That child reminded us over and over that inclusion is paramount and that we must rise to the challenge of providing accessibility. In San Leandro, all are welcome, all belong. So let's go to gratitude as we close this thing out. In San Leandro, we embrace gratitude as a virtue. So this is your participation part. Are you ready? Are you grateful for this beautifully updated and all-inclusive park? Are you grateful for the city's public works team, including both engineering and maintenance divisions? Are you grateful for RRM Design Group and other contractors for designing and building this phenomenal transformation? Are you grateful for the Recreation and Parks Department, who will ensure that this park and all of our parks remain vibrant and welcoming? Are you grateful for the parents, the advocates, the educators, and those living with disabilities whose guidance helped shape the vision for this fantastic facility? Ooh. Now we need to rest the lungs. Let's take a quick break because the final thank you comes in the form of a story. I do want to thank Senator Nancy Skinner, her former Chief of Staff, Jess Bartholow, whose quick thinking and dedication, in the back of their minds, that paraplegic child, their dedication, quick thinking helped make this park a reality. When last minute funding opportunity became available, Jess reached out to Nico DeLuca, our advocate in Sacramento. And because this project was ready for prime time, that connection enabled us to secure critical funding that pushed the financials across the finish line. That was the critical component that got this park here today. So thank you to all of those people who saw the moment, seized the opportunity, and have helped us deliver an amazing facility. So let's thank them too. At this point in time, I'd like to bring up from Supervisor Tam's office, Ryan Hughes. Where are you, Ryan? Because I do believe you have a proclamation for us. So welcome to our stage. And Omar, if you want to kind of come over to the stairs, and you'll be next.
Thank you, Mayor Gonzalez and everybody for coming today. The proclamation reads, congratulations to the grand opening of the City of San Leandro's first All Abilities Park and Playground at Memorial Park. This exciting milestone marks the launch of a fully inclusive play space thoughtfully designed for children of all abilities. From interactive sensory features to smooth, accessible surfacing, this playground is all about connection, joy, and play for everyone. We celebrate this achievement in community inclusion and accessibility as part of Alameda County's Vision 2036. And Omar, come on up. Oh, sorry.
All right, no, thank you very much for this honor. Thank you everyone for being here. On behalf of the Alameda County Veterans Affairs Commission, congratulations on the grand opening of the City of San Leandro's first All Abilities Park and Playground at Memorial Park. This special site stands as a tribute to generations of veterans who have bravely served our nation and as a beacon of inclusion for all members of our community. The park sits across from the historic San Leandro Veterans Memorial Building, right back there in the back of the park, which was jointly purchased in 1933 by the city and local veterans organizations, originally constructed by the American Legion, Veterans of Foreign Wars, and Spanish War veterans in collaboration with Alameda County. The site has continued to evolve with the community as it is today. We celebrate this achievement in community spirit, accessibility, and remembrance as part of Alameda County's Vision 2036. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you both for the proclamations. Okay, so let's wrap this thing up. So what happens after we leave today? What does the future bring? We know that $1 invested in parks pays dividends every day in terms of youth development, environmental sustainability, equitable access, community cohesion, resilience, and strength. But this park in particular offers more than that. It invites everybody. It enables all. So I've got a simple ask. I want you to take a moment and visualize the next time that you're going to drive past this park. For whatever reason, running between 580 and 880, going to drop off at the school. Next time that you come by this park, I want you to think about this. Think that whenever we design with inclusion in mind, we create space that uplifts everybody. When we design with inclusion in mind, we uplift everybody. So in conclusion, San Leandro is an amazing city that embraces kindness, innovation, and inclusion. So let's celebrate this moment, honor the journey, and most importantly, let everyone come and play. So at this point in time, it's my privilege to present our state assembly member, San Leandro's own, and literally a neighbor to this park, Assembly Member Liz Ortega.
Good morning, buenos dias. I'm Assembly Member Liz Ortega. What a beautiful day. Can we give it up for our mayor one more time? Are we grateful for our mayor? Yes? As the mayor mentioned, I'm your California State Assembly member, and I live in this neighborhood. I moved to San Leandro over 20 years ago, raised my children here, and brought them to this park many times. In fact, as I pulled in and watched all the beautiful faces, all I kept thinking about is my beautiful babies who are now adults, who have nothing to do with me and are too focused on their phones. But I was still excited to see so many beautiful babies, not just the ones, having fun, but the ones crying because they didn't want to leave. Because I remember that feeling as a parent, because San Leandro is such an inclusive, beautiful place to raise your children. And so it was an honor to be here today. And the reason why we fought so hard at the state level to ensure that the over $5 million were invested into making today possible. It's the reason that I go to Sacramento every single day and fight to make sure that we have places like this that are inclusive, not just for our children today, but for generations to come. As a member of the Diversity and Disability Caucus, it is also a priority of mine to make sure that every child is included, that no child is ever left behind or sent home wondering why they were not part of the fun that day, which is another reason this park is so special for all of us here. It's a park that's includes so many components that will make every family feel included and enjoy a beautiful day like today. The landscaping, as you can see, very beautiful and green, is drought tolerant and resilient. We're investing in sustainability for better vegetation and public green spaces. That is a priority because we must ensure that we protect our planet for the future and many more children to come. So it is with that that I conclude with our recognition, certificate of recognition from the state. On behalf of California State Legislature, I commend the city of San Leandro for its first all-accessible park and playground. This inclusive park will serve as a safe haven for every child by making everyone feel included, valued, and a part of the community, by providing accessible and welcoming spaces for all individuals, regardless of their abilities. You are building stronger, healthier, and more connected community. I am very proud to serve you as your state assembly member and congratulate the city of San Leandro. Let's give ourselves a big hand. Mayor, please come up to accept.
Stop calling it that, bone pepper.
Hey, Vice Mayor, thank you, Assemblymember Ortega. At this point in time, Vice Mayor, would you come up and offer a few remarks, please?
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mayor. So much has been said already that I am just so excited to be here with all of you. I just want to share a little story that not many people may know. We've talked about the space being inclusive and accessible and building a sense of community. And I just am feeling completely overjoyed because this is a space that young Sua would have felt so inspired by. For the longest time, I was truly uh, shameful and felt, or I felt shame and I felt like I did not belong because I could not use my right hand and my right arm the same way that the other kids did. And so on a monkey bar, I would hide, or when kids wanted to climb rope, I would try to leave the space because I didn't want to be embarrassed. And it came from a place of not feeling like enough. And I love the way that we're thinking about this right now because all of our differences, all of our abilities, they're our strengths. They're that makes us stronger, what makes our communities more dynamic. And a place like this, a beautiful park in the middle of this beautiful city, what it really does is it creates a sense of curiosity so that when these parents of these beautiful children come, this is where friendships are made. This is where you talk to the person next to you and you share your story, not from a place of strangers, but of friendships that are going to grow. This is the first playground that I ever came to in the city of San Leandro. And I thought, my gosh, this community is amazing. And now look at it, it's even better. And so what I want to leave with is really just, encouraging that sense of curiosity, that sense of community, and understanding that the more compassion that we have for each other, the more willingness we are to open up, to lend a hand, to smile at each other, the stronger our community is going to be. And with that, I'm going to hand it back over to the mayor so we can get to the really good part of cutting the ribbon.
Okay, so at this point in time, we're going to ask our elected officials to go stand behind our ribbon. Ask the entire community if you can gather by the arch, the balloon arch, and we'll do our ribbon cutting with a countdown. So gather around for this 5 minutes. And be sure and celebrate by tasting all those little treats that we've got out there.